Yo, baby. We back with it, son.
I'm back with that energy, man.
Let's go.
Let's set it off, man.
Somebody tell me what they want from me.
Yo, this is that new bozo for people that don't know.
All alone. They asked me for a hand like I wasn't on my last leg. Still show them love, dog. I put that on my soul. Tell me what they want from me.
Okay.
I know they hating on the low. I got all the man, cause they know that I'm the man. Yeah, say they want my spot, but I ain't never letting go. Yeah, tell me what they want from me.
Hey.
Cause I've been thugging all alone. They asked me for a hand like I wasn't on my last leg. Still show them love, dog. I put that on my soul. Tell me what they want from me. Yeah, I know they hating on the low. I got all the man, cause they know that I'm the man. Yeah, say they want my spot, but I ain't never letting go.
Okay.
Tell
We
me
used
what
to
they
pray
want
together.
from me.
Communists and Baptists, now we pray on enemigos. Big bullets for them bitches, a monster. Boogeyman live in the flesh. We ain't out here for no love, but we'll die for respect. We out here with the heart of a Vietnam vet. Like the narcos in the videos, I'm always on their neck. Welcome to the gun show, I ain't talking bisect. We drop racks on the pistol when you low by the connect. Talking 448 grams with no step. Like Debo and Alvarado every Sunday to collect. Cock it back, throw the safety on is what I suggest. Like Kobe in the final shooting off one hand. You never know what to expect, like a Christian with a rep. I don't care about no views when my hood made the news. Never heard about your crew, you only bang on YouTube. If I hit her with this dick, promise she gon' turn on you.
What they want from me.
Yo, Bozo snapped on that shit.
That shit was hard, man. Shit was hard.
Let's hear this hook one more game, man.
Still show them love, dog. I put that on my soul. Tell me what they want from me.
Okay.
Yeah, I know they hating on the low. I got all the man, cause they know
That'd be
that
the
I'm
worst
man.
when they hate on the
Say they
low,
want my spot,
bro.
but I ain't never letting go.
Oh.
Tell me
I
what
wake
they
up
want
every
from me.
morning like I'm going to war. Make sure my shoes by the door. 40 cal in my drawer. Check footage on my...
Yo, shout out to Bozo for dropping some fucking track like that, bro. That puts you on that energy, bro.
That shit's dope, man. I'm fucking with that, bro.
You know, that beat, you know what I mean?
I like that bar, bro. That shit's gangster as hell, bro. You know, we don't promote gangster violent activity, man. But you know, everyone knows, man. You know, everyone loves gangster rap, man. But that bar, he said, I don't care about them views as long as my hood makes the news, bro. That's just pretty gangster right there, bro. Like, damn.
Yo, that's just more powerful, man.
That shit-
It's more impacting.
That shit hits right there, man.
So shout out to Bozo, man. You know, he dropped that new album. It's called see, I gotta look at it. Wait, it's called Hunger Games. Hunger Games, Kill to Live, bro. And this is part 2.
Okay,
You know,
so
he
he's been active, bro. Because I was
just
still
dropped-
listening to the other one.
Yeah, he just dropped one, a month ago, 2 months
Something
ago,
like that.
something like that, you know? So that's the good thing about people that stay on their craft, bro, and keep dropping shit. No slacking. Stay in the studio and keep dropping
staying
shit.
consistent, man.
You know, same with us, bro. You know, we out here in the studio, we back again.
Yeah, we don't take time off just for anything, man. You know, when we can't record it's because there was no way around it. You know what I mean? There's no, you know, the way the schedule was set up, you know, things that come up in life, man, it didn't let us, you know, be able to get together and record, man. So, you know, we never like doing that. You never feel good, you know, throughout the week when you miss an episode, man. But, you know, I think people understand, man. You know, real life is going on out here, man.
But, you know, let's get this show started, bro.
Let's go, man.
Yo, what's good, mi gente? This is Pura Cultura sin Censura. And this is your boy, Lazy.
And now I'm Smiley.
And together, we are the Maxi Twins.
Yeah.
Yo, man, you know, and we stay working. You know, we ain't slacking out here. We ain't on the couch watching TV or nothing like that.
We ain't no potato couches or couch potatoes. yeah, that's it. Couch potatoes, man. We ain't no motherfucking
Couch potatoes, man.
Yo, we out here practicing what we're preaching, bro. You know, leveling up, making moves, taking risks, chasing our dreams, chasing goals, man. Like, it would be pretty crazy if you know, we're out here telling people to you know, level up and you know, try to, you know, achieve certain things in life without us doing the same. You know, it's like, you know, we out here doing things, man. We out here making moves, man. But that's the reason why, you know, schedules get, you know, a little crazy sometimes,
around,
man.
you know, and even though we still feel bad for not being able to drop an episode, you know, because, you know, some people like myself, you know,
You're your number one fan. We already know, Lazy.
I check in on Mondays, just like I check in with Chicano Shuffle, just like I check in with No Father No Problem and all the other homies that do their podcast way.
Our other podcast, Latino Happy Hour.
Every
man.
Latino podcaster that's out there dropping stuff, bro, keep doing it. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, you look at numbers, you look at views, you look at likes, you look that shit doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? Just keep doing it because, you know, at the end of the day, you're doing it more. Not that you're doing it more for yourself, but at the end of the day, you'll realize that the person that is gaining a lot more from it is yourself. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that in no type of selfish way. I'm just saying that we have everybody that has a podcast, you know, and we're just talking for the people that we rock with each other. So I'm sure that they've realized that they've gained something, or something has changed, or something has got better, whether it's mental health, whether it's learning how to communicate, learning how to share stories, share experiences, share how they grew up y todo eso, you know?
But you know, not just that as far as the creator way, but even as the listeners, bro, because like you said, we tune into these podcasts, man, and it's like we could tune into any podcast out there. There's obviously, everyone knows there's plenty of podcasts to tune into.
Yeah.
A lot of dope podcasts out there, a lot of popular ones. But it's like when you tune into Latino podcasts, and it doesn't even have to be the most popular, it doesn't have to be all that, but man, you find yourself learning things from listening to from people just speaking on their experiences, bro. You know, that in reality, as Latinos, we can relate to more, you know.
Yeah.
So it's something that I really relate to, man. It's something I pay attention to, bro. You know, when I'm listening to a podcast, Latino podcasts with some of the older homies talking their experiences, I take that, you know, I take that information, man, and yeah. It's first of all, it's entertaining, and second of all, you know, we got to take that information. So if we
and
can,
we're also supporting too.
We're supporting, yeah, we supporting too. But it's like, if you can avoid certain mistakes in your life because you can, you know, listen to people talk about their experiences, and they might be saying now like, yo, I fucked up by doing this. I wish I wouldn't have done that. Yeah. And I wish I would, you know, something like that, bro. It, you know, it hits, bro. You know, you pay attention like, oh shit, okay. I should, if I'm ever in that situation, you know, I'm going to remember this conversation here, and I'm going to, you know, move forward with, you know, a little more wiser on this, man.
Yeah. You know, and you got to give mad respect and props for people that, put their personal experiences on record like that, you know, on podcasts, you know. Yeah. Sometimes we don't think about it way, but we've shared so much of our personal life on our podcast that people, you know, a lot of people really feel like they know us, you know what I mean? And just like other podcasters that we listen to, we feel like we know them, you know what I mean? Because we are listening to your, you know, your experiences, what you're going through, your thoughts and ideas of what you want to do, or whatever, you know, it is that is going through your mind. Yeah. So being a podcaster is also, you know, I guess it really depends what kind of podcasting you do, but it does make you pretty vulnerable to the listeners, you know what I mean? And I do think that that's why some people really tend to rock with us, you know, because they're like, okay, like I know this person, you know, like they're very trusting to share this with us, you know what I mean? Yeah. And at the same time, a lot of people that rock with us, they DM us a lot of their personal stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like a mutual thing that we got going on that I think everybody on both sides wins, you know?
Yeah, man, because, you know, in the beginning, you start talking, and you know this mic is here, you know the camera's on, and you start talking, but after a while you're talking, you somewhat, even though it's kind of hard, you know, we got lights, we got camera, we got microphone, you actually forget. Sometimes you forget that you know what's going on, and you just start talking about how you really feel or what happened in this situation, and people get to hear that authentic story that you just told. You know what I mean? It's like it's not scripted. You know, it's like I said this before, man. Like artists, people that make music, they're actually lucky because they can re-record a song until they feel it's perfect. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like podcasting, it's not like you're in here like, I didn't like how that sound. Let's re-record exactly what we said until it's perfect. No, you'd be in here for fucking 8 hours a day if you wanted to do something like that. So it's like us, you know, for people that podcast, it's like you got a one shot at this, you know, because
and then you listen to it, you know, when you're listening to it, and then you're like, fuck, I could have said that better.
Exactly.
Or fuck, like, I don't think people understood what I was trying to say because I worded it in a way that it, but you're like, we're talking like on the fly, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you listen, you're like, fuck, they're not gonna understand what I was trying to say. And we can't come in here next episode and be like, hey, remember that one thing I said? Let me clarify that a little bit. You know what I mean?
So that's the thing too. You know, sometimes the way it's in your head and the way you're trying to deliver it, it doesn't come out exactly how you thought about it. And then you listen to it and you're like, man, I don't think I fully explained, or I don't think people are going to understand exactly where I'm coming from. But that's where you learn. You know, every time you listen, it's like people that watch their videos, that if you're an athlete, if you're anything, you watch your tapes and then you realize where you can grow and where you can better things and be like, okay, I can make a statement. If I don't have to make a long statement, it can be a shorter statement, but more clear, and they'll get the message across, man. But, you know, with that, I do want to say, you know, shout out to everyone that's out there creating their own things, man. It's dope to see people that rock with us, and you know, follow us doing their own thing, man. So just quick shout out, man. Shout out to Two Souls, man. She's out there grinding. Shout out to another homegirl, Alpha Corey. She's out there grinding, doing her own thing too, man. So shout out to everyone that's creating and stepping out of their comfort zone to talk about experiences, talk about their lives.
Carlita got the Gucci Ladas, or what is it called?
Gucci Lada. So it's like that's not like a podcast, but
I thought you were just shouting like businesses.
Yeah. Well, shout out to her. People know we've been rocking with Carlita for a minute. You know, she started her own business también, doing like candies, enchiladas, dulces enchilados, you know, called Gucci Ladas. So
I looked at the name and I was like, am I reading it right? I was like, okay, this sounds kind of bougie right here. Gucci Ladas.
So shout out to her, man. She's doing her thing, man. And if, you know, everyone that rocks with us, man, make sure you guys go support these people, man.
And you know, and we do try to stay on track of everybody that's doing things. You know what I mean? Like, and we definitely are here to support everybody that's out here doing their things. Latinos, podcasters, Latinos starting the side business, starting the side hustle, starting something, you know what I mean? So we're doing nothing but saluting you guys. And I think, you know, talking about that, you know, we just had a weekend that we had to go on a whole fucking across the country.
Not across the country. We went on a road trip.
I like to be an extra.
No, lazy. We stayed in the Midwest, man. We just went straight down, man.
That's still across way. Across the middle way.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Come on, bro. Don't do me like that.
So, you know, we ain't gonna get into too much details because we ain't fully there yet. But, you know, we do want to, you know, talk about a little bit of the experience we just had this past week, man. You know,
man.
So, like, as everybody knows, I think for everybody, you've noticed that there's a shortage in the market with anything that you're trying to get. Like, there's people that are trying to get a car. You realize there's a shortage in cars,
and you're paying extra. I'm over here. I'm a victim to that shit.
Right. So there's shortage in vehicles. That's why they can, you know, charge more for the cars that they're selling. There's a shortage in homes. You know, it's what they call a seller's market. You know, the sellers are winning right now as far as selling their homes and all that. So obviously that's going down like that, and just with anything else, man. So one of the businesses me and Lazy here we're gonna start. It just so happens that the equipment that we need for this business is also, you know, there's a shortage in equipment. Yeah. So we was able to find some equipment down in Oklahoma, man.
Oh,
yo, like. And I gotta say, we was lucky to even find that. You know, once we gave that call, and I gotta say, I went online and I started searching where can I find this? I found it, Oklahoma. I'm like, what the fuck, Oklahoma?
And you weren't being too picky with it, way. Like if it would have said Tennessee, I still think you would have fucking.
Nah, I heard like Oklahoma. I've heard of it, and I'm like, okay, that can't be too far, you know. So I called them up. You know, I was like, hey, you guys got any of these? And they're like, yeah, we got 2 available. I'm like, hey, I want both of them. Like, what do I need to do to, you know, for you to hold them for me? Because I'm coming down from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, you either need to put down a stack for each one, or you need to apply for the financing for both of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, all right, let me, send me the app. I'll sign up I'll finance both of them. So once I did the app, they were able to reserve both of them. And I called Lazy up. I'm like, yo, I found 2 of them, man. Yo, we got to take a road trip to Oklahoma though, man. And Lazy was like, he's down, bro. I mean, I'm telling you, he's down, bro. He's down. Like he didn't question. I mean, you kind of questioned it. You're like, yo, is that price a good price? I'm like, bro.
Well, we got to talk about it.
Yeah, we got to talk about the pricing.
I can't just be like, pues sí, güey, pues como digan, güey, si ese es el precio, pues a la verga, güey, We got to talk about it. We got to make sure things make sense.
Yeah. So, we went and we compared pricing and seeing all the options that came with it. And we're like, all right, it makes sense. Let's roll, So we had to tell the ladies, we heading on a business trip, man. We got to take a road trip. And, the ladies.
That was the easiest part of this whole transaction, right?
I think the ladies always think we're trying to get away for I don't know, some type of getaway type of deal, man. But nah, I'm fucking around, man. They understand the mission, man. They understand what we on, man. But
even you mentioning that, like like you hollering at me and be like, yo, Lazy, boom, 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 I found this, boom, boom, boom over here. It's like, when you get into a business and you're not going to be the only person,
the only owner,
you also got to find somebody that really believes the same plan that or the same mission, the same idea, the same end point as you do, because
the same person that you got to find someone that's willing to take the risk with you.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like, oh, like you're willing to do this because it makes sense. No, at the end of the day, any business is a risk, So you got to find someone that's willing to take that risk with you, willing to take that journey with you, because it ain't like nothing's ever handed to you. You know what I mean? And that's why we talk. Me and Lazy was on this road trip for like 26 hours, 26 to 28 hours, and all we was talking about is just our goals, our dreams, and how we gonna make this shit happen. But it's like, you gotta have that belief, man. If you don't believe in yourself and you ain't willing to take that risk, then maybe it ain't for you, man. But at the end of the day, I think we both on that same mentality, where it's like, I'd rather take this chance, and if it doesn't, nothing comes out of it, if it doesn't go as we think, as we hope it goes, then at least we'll always know we went for it. You know what I mean?
Shot. You know what I mean? You always got to take a shot, bro. You can't make that hoop, or you can't make that goal without taking the shot.
Right.
And I was gonna say, so before I continue, I want to drop this, because I think this is a gem that not only that we've heard, but I think people need to listen to.
Okay.
It's like, right now, you're living the way that you're living. You're working at the job that you're working. Mm-hmm. I am doing the same thing, obviously.
We're working a 9 to 5, yeah.
Working a 9 to 5. Somebody will say, why don't you take the risk of starting that business that you've been thinking about for a while, or going out of the box to do something different, right? It's like, I don't know, like, what if I fail? You know what I mean? I don't know, like, what if like, I do all this and it doesn't go right, and then they're like, and if it doesn't go right, and if you do fail at that business that you start, what's the worst case scenario that's going to happen? Like, well, I'll be right back here at the job you're already working at. Yeah. So they're like, so you're saying that the worst thing that can happen is for you to be at the exact same place that you are right now. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're gonna be at the exact same place with a little more debt, though. You know what I mean?
You could be. You could be. It really depends the way that you handle the business that you do. But getting into what we're doing is like, we've been talking to la gente, way. So the people already know. Like, we've been listening to, like, I've been reading a lot of motherfucking books, way, and sometimes I gotta listen to books 2, 3, 4, 5 times, way. And I don't share this so people can think like, oh, this motherfucker thinks he's smart. This motherfucker, ¿quién se cree este way? Fucking lazy. This motherfucker is a crazy motherfucker. What the fuck's he even reading some books? This motherfucker could, I'm not even going to go their way, but we're just letting people know, like, in the direction that we're heading towards, way. So the dope thing is that we ended up finding ourselves like at the same place of trying to do something different. You know what I mean? So when we started looking into businesses, you know what I mean? Started looking into what other opportunities that we have that can bring some income, because what's going on? Like the world is changing, you know, crypto, NFTs are coming, you know, all this stuff, like robots are coming in and taking people's jobs, you know, like forget about the Mexicans. Forget about
they're trying to replace us, man.
Trying to replace the Mexicans, you know what I mean? So now we're in the place where, like, when I said, like, you hit me up, it's almost like this is going to be ridiculous for some people, but it's almost like when you need a bottle, you know what I mean? Like, you need somebody to back you up. And motherfuckers is ready to risk their whole life for their homies, bro. Like, yo, hey, bro, aquí están unos güeyes, güey, están cagando el palo, güey. Yo, don't even trip. I'm going to head over there right now. Ready to risk it all for your homie. I got your back. Fuck that. Fuck the motherfuckers, way. We gonna ride together.
Right.
Now we have the same mentality with, like, in a business form. You know, it's like, yo, they got these way, but bro, this price tag is on them, way. And you're like, fuck it, way. Let's do it. I got you, way. Let's get it. You know, so we use with the same mentality of, like, still taking risks. We used to take worse risks.
Right.
These are like money risks. But it's dope to have people that you can, like, depend on like that, where it's like,
because it's scary, way. Like anybody that's ever tried anything new, whether it could be anything. It could be like even staying in a regular 9 to 5, but applying for a promotion or applying for a new position. Anything that's new is scary, you know. That's one thing that we gotta just let everyone know. Shit is scary. If it wasn't scary, if it didn't make you nervous, if it didn't make you doubt whether it's the right decision or not, then everybody would be doing it. You know what I mean? It's all about whether you have the balls to do it or not, you know? So it's like at that point when I hit Lazy up, it's like, yo, this and that, you know, like let's do it, bro. Like I think that we got no other option but to do it. If we want to do this, we got to do this.
If we want to be successful and you know, with the plan that we have, if we want to be successful with this, we got to do that.
Right, man. So, man, you know, so we got ready for our little road trip, man. First of all, I tell Lazy, like, this is a 10-hour drive each way, you know. I tell Lazy, yo, pick me up at 5 a.m, man. This is about to pull. First of all, we started off wrong already. He pulls up at 6.
I pulled up at 5:50, way.
Pulled up at 6, basically.
Because I got high. I got fucking high, way.
This guy.
I'm just fucking with you.
So we already started off, you know, an hour late, you know.
Wait.
I had made the calculation.
Let's just say this, for the record.
Yeah.
For the motherfucking record, way. If it would have been the opposite way, you probably still would have picked me up at 6.
Like, we're not gonna do the guessing game.
No.
Bro.
I'm dropping factual and actual.
So it's like Lazy pulled up late, so my calculations were already thrown back an hour, right? So we're like, all right, we were supposed to, the projected time to get there was 3.
Projected? That's weasel talk.
Was 3 p.m. I'm like, all right, they close at 5. We'll get there at 4 now. And I'm like, cool. We still got time to handle the paperwork and all that. So we rolling. Next thing you know, a fucking thunderstorm, a rainstorm. There's lightning all over the place. Like, if anyone's never seen lightning in an open field, it's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different feeling than seeing lightning in like the city, in the inner city.
We was scared for real though.
That shit would light up the whole fucking area, man. But so we didn't even consider that slowed us down as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because everyone's going slower, you can barely see the car in front of you. That's what you're doing. You're following the headlights in front of you, or the tail lights. And then we're 4.5 hours in. You know, we get a little hungry, man. You know, it's around that time, that breakfast time, man. So we pull up to an IHOP. Thinking we got all the time in the world for whatever reason, because we got on the road at 6 a.m, which is super early. So we're like, yo, we got plenty of time to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
They took forever to bring our food out. Next thing you know, we talking, then we start eating. Next thing you know, we sat at this IHOP for an hour. And now we get in the car and we put the GPS back on. And the GPS says...
You gonna tell them the whole story?
The whole damn thing, bro. The GPS says, you're gonna get there at 5:50. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck just happened here? How is it that we're gonna get there at 5:50 now? And next thing you know, we're panicking. We're already basically we're already basically like 4.5 hours in.
Yeah.
So we're a little panicked out here, man. We basically halfway there.
Yeah.
So we called the dealership, and we're like, yo, like,
because we were talking about like what time they close. And you're like, I think they closed at 5. And I'm tripping. I'm like, what do you mean you think? Wait, like, look it up.
No,
Wait,
I knew they closed at 5.
Okay, but you didn't say that. You said you think. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, look it up on their website. Wait, because I was already, I'm getting in the emotions that I was in at that moment, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, look it up. Wait, don't just think. Like, give me factuals.
Yo, Lazy was acting like a diva, man.
No. Wait. I was like, you know, when you're pissed off, way, like at yourself también, way, and you're like, you don't want to hear these, I think, or maybes. You're like, give me the truth.
That's what people gotta understand. Being in the car with someone for more than an hour, you start getting a little annoyed of each other for minor things.
It took more than that, way.
It took more than that.
We didn't get annoyed with each other till the 5-hour mark, way.
Okay. So anyways, we called
at least on my side, damn.
We called the dealership up, and then we tell them, hey man, we running late. We coming all the way from Minnesota. You already know that.
You already know. You didn't talk to the vato like that.
You already know I'm coming from Minnesota, motherfucker. You better wait. Nah. So I was like, hey man, we running late. Is it possible you can wait till 5:30? And we're already pushing. You know Latinos, bro. You're gonna be an hour late. You tell him you're gonna be 30 minutes late to make it sound a little less worse, and then you still show up later than that. But anyways, so he's all like, man, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. It's Friday. I gotta go pick up my kid from daycare, and the finance lady, she got to leave at 5 too. And I was like, damn. And then he's like, well, let me see if I can find someone that's willing to stay. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, and I tell him like, hey, we're still driving up there, so just know that we're still on our way right now. And he's like, all right, I'll call you back. This motherfucker took it a sweet time, dude. He seriously called us, what, like an hour later?
An hour? More like 3 hours later, way.
Yeah, we was way deep in there. And then
You've never been that deep in there, Smiley. Come on, don't lie to the people.
We was knee deep in this shit. So it's like I told Lazy like, yo, we ain't going back, bro. We ain't going back empty-handed.
This motherfucker held me hostage though, for real.
Nah, so then he calls back and then Lazy was like, yo, tell him we'll give him $100. Whoever's willing to wait.
Cause I'm a businessman. I know what they want to hear. They want to hear about the Benjamin Franklin.
So he's like, tell him we'll give him $100. Whoever's willing to wait for us. And then he's like, he had already told us like, all right, like no one can stay. And then we told him about the money, and he's like, all right, let me go back out with this new information. And I'll come back. I'll call you back. And I'm like, all right, cool. We got more hope.
Hey, remember that? We were like, we all got to leave at 5. Well, my friend Benjamin Franklin says you can stay till 5:30.
Oh shit, we was laughing our ass off. Like, there was a point where we was super panicked and super annoyed with each other. I was a little pissed off. I was more pissed off of myself for not keeping track of time.
Yeah.
So then at this point, we weren't even really talking.
We weren't.
We were just listening to music. Cause it's like, we was disappointed in ourselves, man.
We was on the edge, way. We could have thrown putazos right there, right? Easily.
Just start swinging one arm fist fights right there. No, but he calls back and he's like, hey, the finance lady says she'll be willing to wait. I told her about the money and she says, okay, she'll wait till 5:30. I'm like, cool, man. Because me and Lazy, we was already contemplating, like, dude, we are so deep in here that we ain't going back to Minnesota empty-handed. We're going to end up having to stay at a fucking hotel out here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So we didn't want to do that either. You know what I mean? Because that's way too much time down there.
Y te madrean, güey. Keep it real. We're like, hey, if we gonna keep it $150,
nah. Wifey knows business is business, man.
She's like, no, me van a meter unos putazos, güey. I won't be able to record on YouTube for 2 weeks, güey.
Yo, Lazy, don't act like you wasn't nervous, bro. So, anyways, she agrees, and then he's all like, hey, but hold up, do you guys need help loading this stuff up? Because there's certain things that need to happen, and we're like, yeah, we actually are going to need help. We don't got equipment to load things onto trailers and shit. So he's like, man, I'm gonna have to stay too, you know. I'm gonna have to stay and help you guys now. And then we were like, don't even worry about it, bro. We'll take care of you too. You know. So long story short, man, Lazy was going like 85 miles an hour down this highway,
bro.
He was able to shave off 20 minutes. We got there exactly 5:30.
We shaved off 30 minutes, way.
Yeah, because we had to pump gas and go to the bathroom. Want to be super specific, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, when we got out the IHOP and we realized how far away we is.
It was 5:50.
It was 5:50. Pero llegamos a las 5:20, güey. That's 30 minutes, including the bathroom breaks.
Oh, really?
Y todo eso, güey.
Oh,
So
okay.
I could have shaved more, way. I was out there getting. I'm a thug out here in these streets.
Yo, we was lazy to be locked up in fucking Oklahoma and shit.
No, neta, way.
I would have continued the route.
Yo.
I would have continued the business. Yo, lazy.
Yo, Smiley.
When the money comes through, I'll come bail you out, vato.
Smiley is a dude. He's a 6'9" type of vato, man.
Nah, we're gonna get into the 6'9" type.
So I'm thinking I'm riding for the team, the squad. Treyway. I'm just fucking with you.
Lazy.
So I'm like, we're gonna get there, way. Don't worry, Smiley, because you were already kind of curled up and were crying a little in the. I heard it, way.
Nah, man, don't start talking fake shit.
Anyways, so I'm speeding 80, 90 with a fucking trailer in the back of my whip. Mm-hmm. Shout out to me, by the way, because everybody that follows my personal page know I put the tow hitch and all the electrical myself. But anyways,
lazy.
I'm going 80, 90 miles per hour way. What do we see? We see the fucking highway patrol on the other side way.
Yeah.
So, as soon as we pass them, slow down, and this motherfucker turns around into our direction. And I'm like, Yahweh, ya vali ver. You know, you're that. Everybody's been that person where it's like, hey, bro, they got me, way. They got me. You expect the passengers to feel the pain. Ya nos agarraron, way. They never say, ya nos agarraron, way. Ya te chingaste, güey.
Nah. I didn't say that.
No. They always say, y luego, ¿qué vas a hacer, güey? You know, it's always like you're on your own now.
Nah, bro, it is an awkward situation. I ain't gonna lie. Like when you rolling with someone to a destination that's gonna benefit both of you, like let's keep it real. And the vato speed, the driver's speeding, and then they get pulled over. It's an awkward situation. It's like, yo, am I responsible for this shit, or were you driving too fast, homie?
You know the fucked up thing is, wey, when you're speeding, you're like the baddest motherfucker, wey. La verga, wey. You know, aquí, en chingón, wey. And then as soon as the car, the whole energy changes. It's like, bro, like, what the fuck happened to the badass, right? So anyways, there was cars behind me, bro. So I'm like, bro, they got me way out, way. You know, fuck it. You know, hide all that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Hide all what shit?
We thugging it, Smiley. Yeah, hide all that shit.
Snitching on yourself like your boy, man. Like
hide
your
all
boy.
that shit, way. And then, bro, I don't know what the fuck got into this cop, way, because I knew I was going the fastest out of anybody, but this dude decided to pull over a different person, way. Like, way, that shit saved us. Not only because I would have got a ticket, and Smiley would have left me to go to jail. You guys heard him out of his own mouth. And then, not only that, you probably would have been too late.
You know, Oklahoma got a real big bubba down there, bro. There's a real big bubba in Oklahoma, bro.
You know, you would have made it to the spot at least 6 p.m. Way. They probably would have been like, yo, we can't do this, you know? So we was nervous, way. But anyways, we made it happen. We got there.
We paid everyone their money that was owed to them, you know, that was promised to them, I should say.
I like that feeling, though, way. You know what I mean? And, you know, we're having a conversation, but I guess it's being recorded at la misma vez, way. But I like that feeling of being, like, in these business transactions, you know what I mean? Like, not only are we...
Overpaying?
Not only overpaying. I mean, not that part. But I'm just saying we're making business transactions, but at the same time, it's like you handing people some extra money, like, yo, like you're taking care of people. You know what I mean? It's like, and everybody's like grateful, like, yo, I appreciate it. You know, everybody left out of that business transaction happy, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like,
I mean, because
I could get used to this shit.
It saved us a big headache way. Like obviously me and Lazy, we going 50-50 on this, So it's like it saved us a big headache. They got a little extra money in their pocket. It saved us a big headache. We was able to pick up what we was going for and start driving right back. You know what I mean? Imagine, having to pull up at a hotel somewhere down there and that was just gonna be a headache for everybody involved, man. You know what I mean?
Smiley's scared right now.
Everybody
he knows
involved.
wifey would have been like, tell Lazy to take you to the nearest airport and you fly your ass back right now, buddy.
We'll pay Lazy delivery fee.
Oh,
man, but it was gonna be a headache for everybody, man. So that's like a lesson learned for people, man. Like this is our experience that we want to talk about. That some people might benefit from it. Again, there's very responsible people that would never fall into this situation that we got in. But it's like there is an option when you're running late and when you want to make people go out of the way to help you a little bit. Money will help the situation.
And that was my idea.
Money will motivate them to be willing to stay a little longer.
Because Smiley was like, I would really appreciate, if you guys could wait a little. And then I was like, wait. After you hung up on the...
I didn't say some shit like that. I was like, yo, man. I said,
yo, B, let me holla at you for a minute.
Is it possible that you guys would be willing to stay a little later just so we could, do this deal?
Yeah.
I didn't say, I would really... No, don't
start
putting...
My bad. All right. You wasn't that lame. After you hung up, I was like, wait. Put money in their pockets, way. Tell them $100, way. Yeah. And you call them back and you're like, hey, we're willing to give whoever stays and helps us finish this. Because it's not about just picking some shit up. There's transactions that got to go through, signatures and approvals and shit. And once the 100 got put out there, people understand money, way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what we're trying to say is like, if you're in a situation where maybe, $100 or a couple $100 will make that transaction better, always put it out there. You know what I mean? It's an option.
And that's one thing we learn as we go, man. There was many things that we learned on this trip, and one thing is, no te confíes. Don't get overconfident on the timing. And make sure that you pull up. When you set a time to leave, that's when you got to leave. And it's like when you're gonna eat, you look at the time. Like we got overconfident in how much time we had, and then like again being able to offer extra what's that called? Incentives for people to be able to stay and work with you. And there's so many things that we learned along the way, man. But we was able to pick everything up. We turned right back around and we started driving back home. And like we said, this is a 10-hour drive each way. And we thought we was gonna be able to just drive down there, drive right back. That would have been a 20-hour drive. But when you include gas, stopping for gas, doing the business, doing the food, that was like a 24-hour trip. We was really up for like 24 hours. More. And then we had, we was driving back. We had like 4.5 to 5 hours left. And I told Lazy, bro, I can't stay up with you no more. But
even before that, remember we were running out of gas?
Oh, that's another lesson. Look at your fucking gas light.
So some people is going to be like, they ain't lessons, motherfucker. There's such thing as common sense.
Hey, that shit was going to be your fault,
So one thing is, on your way to any destination that there's a time frame and you're multiple hours, like I told Smiley, I was like, keep that Google map up, way, because if we can see the distance and if we can see the arrival time, it will give us a better idea or understanding of what we're dealing with. On the way back, that was my bad, because on the way there, I noticed that we were getting low on gas, but we just needed to get there. On the way back, se me olvidó, güey.
Yeah.
Bro, my whip, and I don't know my whip that good yet, to be on E, to be like, ¿cuánto tenemos? Después it gives you that alarm.
Yeah.
We were on the highway, bro. We at least drove 15 miles away. So from the moment that it said you're on empty and find a gas station, Bro, I was so scared. We had picked up everything. Everything had luckily gone good for us. And now we're running the risk of getting stuck on a highway where the lanes are not that big. You know what I mean? Like, you get stuck on that shoulder, it's pretty damn scary. I'm not going to sit in that car. You know what I mean? I might have to sit in the ditch or some shit like that.
Nah, man, but those were rookie mistakes, man. You know,
Yeah.
luckily we made it to the damn gas station.
Yeah.
And, you know, we was on our way back, man. But it's like we got to be smart también, man. You know, we did pull up. We did take a 2-hour nap at a Walmart. You know, we had to find a you know, somewhere somewhat safe where we could go to sleep. You know, I didn't want Lazy to get violated as we sleeping. You know,
Shout out to Walmart, man.
Lazy would easily, you know, go along with the, you know, with everything that might go down with him.
Fuck up, dude.
So took a 2-hour nap, man. Then we jumped right back on the road, man. Overall, it was more than it was like what, 30-hour mission.
You know, and I didn't think about it. You know, when you said we got to go to Oklahoma, we didn't break down of like this, and that. Is like when you said we're taking a trip to Oklahoma, that was like on a fucking Tuesday or Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Friday morning, we're out and we're heading our way. You know, I didn't think of a 10-hour drive to that extent because again, you're talking speed limit, you're talking fucking stopping for gas, you're talking food, you're talking all this other shit, way.
Which
like,
we didn't even eat that much, tell you the truth.
We only ate twice, way. But I'm just saying, like, you don't think about the distance, bro. 10 hours on the motherfucking road.
It's a long time, man. But you know, we pulled through, man. And you know, we excited, man. You know, once we get everything, you know, put together, once everything's ready to go, we do want to share the business venture that we're going to jump into because like we said, you know, we do want to, you know, be transparent in everything that we do, but we just don't want to, you know, share, what's it called, too early, man. We know we're not ready to really share everything.
Because everything's, you know, in the game of business, sometimes everything is not that easy for people to be able to be like everything's secure. You know, there's licenses, there's, you know, insurance, there's, you know, you got to make sure this is cleared. You got to make sure this is cleared. And it's not like you can just say like, hey, I started this and you can expect everything to go so smoothly. No, like we're still in the works of making everything happen and taking all the proper steps to get things going. It's not like we don't want to share. It's just like, yo, we're working out here. Let us share with y'all when things is ready.
Yeah, because we want to share when we know exactly what's going on and how things went and be able to give information that will be able to help someone else when they're ready to go. Because we don't want to share something and be like, well, I think it's going to work, or, you know, we're going to try this. We want to share when we're like, we did this, we did that, and this is what happened, and this is how you can do that. So we want to make sure that we share when we're ready to be helpful with the information we can provide, man. But other than that, man, it was you know, it was an experience. Yeah. It was a successful business trip we took, man. So, you know, it was dope, man. It was dope. Yeah, it was good. I'm excited to share with everybody when we're ready, man. But yeah, man, let's move on to what's going on in these streets, man. I see your boy 6ix9ine back in the media, man.
No, put that motherfucker on me, wait.
Oh man, I seen you rocking his jamming his new track, man.
No, that track was whack, wait.
No, yeah, you know, everyone knows, bro. I've shared this before, like my Spotify playlist, like 6ix9ine was on my list, man. You know, I do fuck with some of his music. I ain't gonna lie, but the new track, I'm not really fucking with it like that. But let's talk about what's going on with him and what we're seeing, man. Because you know, for the people that follow a lot of podcasts, different platforms, they notice that he was part of a what do you call that? Like a collaboration of podcast platforms. You know, for people that know who Whack 100 is, for people that know who Academics is, for people that know who Hassan is, and then you got 6ix9ine. You got 4 big influential people of the culture with major platforms getting together and just talking. You know, I haven't watched it, you know, I haven't had the time, but definitely going to check it out. Yeah. But it's like, we see 6ix9ine hopping back in the scene, man. You know, and I think he was doing a lot of dope things, bro. And you know, I like to see stuff like that. You know, I know everyone knows 6ix9ine does a lot of controversial shit. That's what got him to the position where he's at. Like 6ix9ine didn't get known, he didn't get famous because he's been the nice guy all along.
That's true.
He's done a lot of crazy shit that makes people hate him and talk about him. That, you know, gets everyone talking about him, and that's why he's known, right? But one thing that we gotta admit is that 6ix9ine, ever since before the whole case, before he's the whole snitching stuff going on, we gotta admit that we've always seen him giving back to his community. We've always seen him giving back to people, especially. You know, we're Latinos, man, so we got to keep it real. It feels dope when you see him giving back to the Latino community, bro.
Yeah.
He goes down to Dominican Republic, he goes to Mexico, he goes to Cuba or like Puerto Rico, all these Latino countries, and he always makes sure that he steps out in the community, like not like in the city where, you know, there's probably already some wealthy people or some people doing okay. Now he steps into like little pueblos where it's like, you know, that people are in need of some help, and he just goes around handing American dollars, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's always been a dope thing that I've liked about 6ix9ine, man, giving back, because sometimes we always forget, right? When you see like a character, because I feel like a lot of the celebrities, they're holding this image that we all want to believe that's them, you know what I mean? Because
when the cameras are off,
you know what I'm saying? Because people want to believe in something and look up to something that they feel like it's better or more than just the average, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, and where the fuck was I going with this, man? So it's like, so 6ix9ine is out there, man, and he's helping out the people, man. And what I was gonna say is, like, 6ix9ine is just, he comes from a humble family, bro. And one thing that I do know about his family is that his mom, I should say, she's Christian, and she's actually the same type of Christian that we are.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they're
Pentecostal.
This guy, they're Pentecostal Christians. So it's like,
no te enojes, güey.
so it's like, everyone that goes to a church that's like, you know, any church, there's humble beginnings, there's humble people,
yeah.
Especially in the Latino churches, you know. Everyone knows that, you know, there's a struggle there, you know. Everyone's always, you know, looking to do better, right? Trying to fix their situation or whatever. But so I think that's where 6ix9ine gets that from, where it's like, man, I know where I came from, and I feel like he's had humble beginnings that he always feels like he wants to give back, right? But
he doesn't have to, though.
He doesn't have to, right? He wants to. So it's like, that's why these two videos stand out, because these are the most recent ones after all this other crazy shit that, you know, he's gone through with the whole case and all that. And it's like, we see a video
in New Jersey
that pops up, and it's like, everyone knows that, you know, the street vendors been going through some shit these past couple years, man. Like,
yeah,
like a little bit before the pandemic, you know, like,
well, at least that's been caught on camera.
That's been caught on camera, yeah. So the street vendors been going through some things, and a lot of people, especially everyone that has a little bit of platform, has a little bit of a voice, we've all been speaking out against that. You know, it sucks to see, like, people that are street vendors that are trying to just make a living get fucked with. You know, people robbing them, people beating them, people, you know, just fucking with them for no reason. So
we see our Latinos being the majority of these
the main
victims.
target.
Yeah.
So it was good to see 6ix9ine just pull up to like two Latinos. You know, it was una señora and a dude that were selling flowers. You know, and like on the side of the road in New Jersey, and he pulls up and he gives him 20 G's, man.
That's wild.
He gives him 20 G's to split between them, and like just helping them out, like.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's dope, because it's like, I know that he does this consciously. You know, he knows himself, like, yo, us as Latinos, we do got it harder out here.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, it's dope to see that he sees that and he feels it in his heart to be like, I need to help them, because.
But he also sees because for people that watch the video, I know Smiley put it up. 20 grand, 6ix9ine is basically saying, I was going to blow this at the club last night, maybe the strip club, making it rain, dropping these $20,000, just fucking it up. You know what I mean? Just gonna fuck up that $20,000. He said, I didn't go to the club. Pero a la misma vez, there's some stingy motherfuckers that's gonna be like, at the club, at least I'm gonna look like a baller. At the club, at least I can get 20 bottles. At the club, at least I can get 20 models. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get almost nothing in return, dropping 20 racks on some raza that you're seeing on the side of the highway. And I'm gonna say it like this: people are saying, why did he have to record it? Because if he would have said it, a lot of us probably wouldn't have even believed it. You know what I mean? And also another thing is, we're living in the time of visuals. We're living in the time that we want to see shit. A lot of the times we should be more mad at ourselves than the person that's recording it, because we actually want to see that recording or that video. You know what I mean? So let's not start acting like that dude's fucking up, because at the same time, if you see a title that says this dude gave somebody $20,000, what are you gonna do? You're clicking on it because you want to see it.
No, but check this out. We all like to see those videos where I never get mad when I see videos of someone giving someone money that's in need. That to me, like, hey, I'm glad you recorded this because I want to see something like that. I like to see good in humanity, right?
Yeah.
But it's like we all like to see those videos where it's like a dude pulls up to like a street vendor and like tells them like, hey, ¿cuánto por todos los tamales que tienen? And she's like, oh, this much. It's like, oh, le voy a dar $1,000 y no quiero los tamales, right? Yeah. We all feel like warm inside. I'm like, wow, thanks for helping out our people, man. Like,
and we all see like, I wish that I could do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to some people that motivates them, like, fuck, I want to get successful. I want to get in a place where I can also bless people, like this, our gente, our Latinos, or people that are down on their luck.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, we don't get mad at that, like that individual that's his mission, that he has followers that specifically send him money so he can go hand out to someone in need, especially like our community. Yeah. We don't get mad at that. We actually want to see that, and we're happy that people kind of they dedicate time to this, because it takes time and it takes work to organize stuff like this. Yeah. So it's like, if we're not mad at that, we shouldn't be mad at 6ix9ine doing the same thing, because it's exactly the same thing. But he did that one, man. And I was like, normally we like to stay away from the whole 6ix9ine thing, because it's it's very controversial. People get very heated about it. People choose their sides about how they feel about the whole snitching thing.
We probably lose followers. You know, like when I seen you post that, the first one, I'm like, all right, man, that shit is dope. Like, not about the 6ix9ine thing. I just see about the Arrasa being able to get blessed with 20 grand, and then I see they recognize 6ix9ine. They reckon that motherfucker's recognizable, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the señora even said, like, se me olvidó mi teléfono, me quería tomar una foto contigo.
Right. I wish I would have been able to take a picture with you. Yeah. But instantly when I seen that you posted that up, I was like, damn, like, that is dope what he did. That is dope that people got blessed. And at the same time, I can't help but to think, like, there's going to be some people that ain't going to like this video. There's going to be some people that are going to comment in a negative way, or just off the jump, just unfollow us. But then it is what it is, way.
Yeah. And we just got to share stuff, bro, because we got to share stuff that it's about our community, because no matter what, this is someone in our community got their life changed. You know what I mean? Like, there was two people that gave them 20 G's. They might have split, I'm sure they split it 10-10. That right there is going to change their lives. They could go put a down payment on a house. They could go they could do anything.
They're already very business oriented if they're already selling something, you know what I mean? They're selling roses or they're selling flowers. Yeah. They already know a lot of the business, bro. They just needed that help. Yeah. These people could easily go create a business that is going to be more profitable. They got more money to back them up.
or you know, put a storefront. You know,
Yeah.
instead of being on the side of the road, they could put a storefront. But you know, that was dope. So I had to share it. You know, like all that street shit, all that street politics aside, we had to share the fact that he did something good that impacts and it's gonna help someone in our community. You know, and that's what I wanted to focus on. And then the very next day, you know, I'm like, all right, like, yo, I don't want to share too much Tekashi 6ix9ine.
You doubled down on that?
But then, and then, you know, we see the comments, you know, and I'm not going to be mad at people that feel a certain type of way about someone that snitched, because you might have family that got snitched on. You might have a relative that's doing 25 to life because someone snitched on them.
Yeah.
I can understand where you're coming from. So I'm not judging you for your way of believing, but you know, it's like we post it and we let people feel how they want to feel.
Yeah.
We're not going to be over here trying to what's it called? Clean up what he did. No, we're not doing that. We're just showing what happened, right?
And
so
we're not deleting like negative comments. Like if you feel he's a rat, he's this, he's that, it's there. You know what I mean? You got the right to express yourself también.
Right. So then the next day, bro, and then I'm like, all right, cool. You know, we posted that, you know, and the next day 6ix9ine doubles down on the giving back to our people, man. And I'm just
man.
I seen that video, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, bro, that shit touched my heart, bro. So it's like, you know, again, 6ix9ine pops up in my feed and he's like, yo, I'm leaving Mexico and I'm driving down this town, and he's like, look how some people out here live in Mexico. He's like, I'm about to go give this family $1 million pesos, which comes down like you
50 grand.
Yeah, like you convert it to American dollars, it's 50 grand.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the house, man, and it's, you know, it's like,
it's a shed.
Yeah, it's like you know, I think everyone that's seen how people live in some of the areas in our Latino countries, they know how that can be. And he pulls up and he introduces himself, and one thing that I noticed right off the bat, bro, the head of the household, the dude, he was like very welcoming, and he was very happy. Like he had a big smile on his face, and he was very welcoming, and he introduced himself. I'm like, dang, like to be that welcoming and that happy, even though you're living in a way that a lot of people would never want to see themselves living in, I guess. Like I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing.
Yeah, but having some random, you know, a lot of us, like, we would be very like, what's going on here? Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like in our situation,
and especially in Latino American countries, bro, where, you know, tattoos, when your face is all tatted up and all that, people still have a certain way about people like that, you know. So 6ix9ine pulls up and he's still very, you know, friendly with them. And then 6ix9ine's like, hey, you know, we just came here because I want to give you $1 million pesos. And the dude, like, he doesn't believe it.
He's
like,
looking around.
He looks at his wife like, like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then like, he's like, no, like, en serio, 6ix9ine is calling him paisita.
Paisita.
He's like, hey, paisita, no, en serio, estos millón de pesos para ti. Toma paisita, son tuyos. So I'm like, okay, first of all, that's weird that 6ix9ine is saying paisita.
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, no lo creo, you know. And then he's like, la neta, es tuyo. And I'm like, 6ix9ine, you coming off real Mexican right now, bro.
Only real Mexicans say la neta, man.
Yeah, so that caught me off guard, man. But you know, he gives him the money. The dude, like, he's like crying, bro. Like, he starts crying. And then 6ix9ine gives him a hug, and he tells him, like, don't even worry about it, man. You know, like,
no te apures. That's another thing. Like, I don't even say that. You know what I mean? But that's very Mexican también.
Yeah.
Like, no te apures. You know what I mean?
Like, you know, like me, something I would say, I was like, no te preocupes. You know?
Yeah.
But it's like, so he gives him a hug. But this is where you see, like, how like, as a man.
Genuine.
Like, genuine. But, like, as a man, you don't care about anything else other than providing your kids a good life.
Yeah.
Because after, you know, he like taking all this information in, and he's like, dang, like, you're giving me money, like. But his first thought, like, he turns and looks at his two daughters. Mm-hmm. He walks up to them and gives them a hug.
Yeah.
Is like his main thought is like you guys, I'm gonna be able to give you guys a better life. Like, I'm gonna be able to provide to you in a way that I didn't think I was gonna ever be able to provide to you, and thanks to this guy, you guys are gonna get what you deserve. And then his wife is in the background crying, and bro, it was a if that shit don't touch your heart, if that shit don't make you. If that shit don't make you ignore the fact of 6ix9ine as being who he is, like you really, really, really got some against 6ix9ine. But it's like at that point, bro, I ignore everything else other than he just changed his family's life.
Yeah.
And these people are going to be able to provide for their kids in a way that they would have never imagined, bro.
Yeah. And
giving someone $50K in America is. That would change my life, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like giving someone $50K in Mexico, bro. That's and I seen people talking about, $1 million pesos. Why do it have to be pesos though? Like that ain't even that much, bro. $50K in America is a lot of money. So you can imagine how much how far that'll go in Mexico.
Yeah. And like. The second video touched me a lot, bro. Like the first video was dope, bro, because to be honest, I know there's a lot of real vatos out there, bro. I know there's in Cali and Texas, even here in Minnesota, a lot of real vatos, bro, that we're out here ready to protect our street vendors and our raza that's out there, doing what they do. But we don't got those means to drop 5, 10, 20 grand and change your life. You know what I mean? I just seen a video of a fucking vendor in LA getting shot in the foot.
Yeah, I seen that.
So like our raza way and our Latinos, we're getting beat, we're getting bullied, we're getting spit on, we're getting disrespected across the board way. And all and I'm gonna just keep it 100 way. All us real motherfuckers, we can provide for our family, and what we can do for the people that are getting like victimized, we can provide help, or we can back you up if we are there. But at the same time, we are not organized enough to go like this person that got shot in the foot way. Who we probably, to be honest, he probably does not have health insurance way. You know what I mean? So those are the situations where somebody starts a GoFundMe and we can all help and in a bigger picture. But what I'm trying to say is like a lot of the real ones, there's real gangsters out there that never ratted on nobody. We can't help people the way that even 6ix9ine. I'm not going to take it away from it. He is a rat, but he is also changing people's lives. You know what I mean? So I have to say that because I have to clarify it, because there's people that need to hear that. Don't think that we don't know what he is. We do.
But at the same time, bro, I don't care what he is, way.
I don't care what he is either.
That's the difference, way. Like, we walk among snitches every day of our life.
That's facts.
That doesn't affect me in any way, bro. Like 6ix9ine being a snitch, bro, it doesn't affect my life. It doesn't piss me off. I don't see him and just get mad all of a sudden, bro. It's like we shouldn't be that mad about something, bro. I feel like us Latinos, bro, we always take everything way too serious that other people don't take as serious, bro. I feel like even in the black community, bro, in the black community, they forgive each other for doing stuff that we never forgive ourselves for doing, bro.
That's facts.
So it's
what's the black dude that's like one of the biggest ones to like represent when, civil rights and he's one of the representatives. He used to be fat. Now he's skinny.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
He's a snitch. He's a rat. He was an informant.
Yeah.
And that's swept under the rug. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, way. Like, us Latinos, way.
But even look at, I know Kanye didn't snitch on nobody, but like, look at the way he behaved himself during the Trump administration.
Yeah.
A lot of people, if a Latino would have did that, we would never fuck with that Latino again.
Oh, there's one Latino.
There's one Latino that did that in a very minor way. He didn't even get acknowledged by anybody in the upper of that administration, but we still fucking canceled him out because we don't play that shit. But it's like, as far as someone that snitched on someone that doesn't affect our personal life, I don't think we should be putting that much energy to it. But again, I'm not gonna tell anyone how to feel because you might have gone through something in life that, you know, makes you feel that way.
That is what it is, though. You know, like when I seen you post those videos, I was like, I already knew. I was like, there's going to be people that don't fuck with it. You know, there's going to be people that are going to unfollow us. There's going to be people that are going to drop negative comments. But that's just what it is, way. We see somebody blessing La Raza, Latinos, and we gotta highlight it. But I gotta talk about that second video. When that dude went and hugged his 2 daughters, bro, that right there, not only did it touch my heart away, but it made me realize that us as fathers, us as men, when we get put in a position that we came up, or that we can change something, or we can, like, we came through for our kids, like, that is the best feeling in the world. You know what I mean? Because I seen him get so emotional. He was teary-eyed y todo eso, way. He didn't go hug all the other dudes that were behind the scenes, like, hey, thank you, you were a part of this. Hey, he went and hugged his kids, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, and to me it was just like, damn, bro, like, I love my daughter as much as he loved his kids. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you could tell how genuine it was by that being his first reaction. You know what I mean? And bro, I'm very happy, and I hope that, you know, I really hope that family does see a better life in their future, way.
Yeah, man. And that's what we gotta focus on, man. Like, if 6ix9ine's doing what he's doing out here, but at the end of the day, and I you know, honestly, I was on 6ix9ine's page, and I read his comments, and there's people that are even like, yo, why are you only helping out the Mexicans? Why are you only helping out the Latinos? What about the black community? And I'm just like,
he did help out a lot of black people, though.
But, right, but what I'm saying is, like, it's like people aren't used to, you know, people aren't used to seeing people helping Latino family, that when they do, is like, it catches them off guard. Like, yo, why are you doing that with them? But it's like, we need to normalize that. We need to normalize Latinos being helped out, because sometimes, just because, you know, we might not be out on the streets begging for money, but we still need help. Yeah. We're still struggling. We might be selling things, but we still struggling. We still need to make ends meet, you know?
Yeah, man. And, you know, I hate to say this way, but 6ix9ine is doing what a lot of us Latinos, Mexicans, Chicanos are trying to do. We're trying to normalize and put Mexicans in the mainstream media, and he's doing it. You know what I mean? Like, it might not be the guy that we all chose. It might not.
It's never the guy we all chose.
The guy got rainbow hair. He has a rat jacket. He's a clout chaser y todo eso. But everybody from TMZ to Univision, we follow La Gorda y El Flaco, and they're talking about him.
El Gordo y la Flaca, bro.
La Gorda y El Flaca.
Yo, lady, you sound like a major.
El Gordo y la Flaca, güey.
El Gordo y la Flaca, bro.
Yo, I follow them.
La Gorda y la Flaca. Yo, lady, you backwards over
here.
My
bad, right. I follow, everybody's talking about it, and I'm just like, even that interview that you mentioned earlier about WAC 100, academics, Hassan wonder, in one moment of the interview, he said, because 6ix9ine has a whole new crew now, all black dudes, and Hassan said, how fucked up do these black kids or these black men have to be to now let a Mexican kid lead them? A Mexican kid has saved their day, or and even Hassan, that dude's the WAC 100. He's supposed to be a gangster. They praise him. Why? WAC 100 fucks with Tekashi because he brings money.
Yeah.
Hassan, he said it in there. I've seen some of his videos. He said some of the realest shit, but in this video, he said, "My own family has fucking turned their back on me. My own family didn't believe in me. It took a rat. It took a rat to put me in a table with millionaires, to give me the opportunity And I'm just like,
Yo, Lazy, you really acting this one out.
I gotta let people know because I don't want people to go to watch this. I lost brain cells watching that shit. You know,
Yeah, some people
there's
lose
a lot of
brain
fuckery
cells over here, too,
There's a lot of fuckery. You know, so now motherfuckers that whack 100, you know, Pyru y todo ese pedo, wey, Hassan, gangsta, caught few bodies, gangsta. I'm not disrespecting them dudes like that. I'm just saying they're giving 6ix9ine a lot of respect.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that everybody else should. I'm just saying let's acknowledge también that in this industry, like you said, we walk amongst rats. And this industry, as you move up, there's not only going to be rats, there's going to be snakes, there's going to be fakes. And and if you want to reach the top, you got to maneuver yourself in a certain way that's where you're going to get. You don't get up there being this real street cat, having these street morals, excuse me, where everybody follows your rules and everybody goes with that. No. If you want to get to the whack 100 space, you're going to have to act a certain way and allow certain shit. Kanye West level, you're going to have to act a certain way. Dr. Dre, Elon Musk, bro, none of them people want to act like the real authentic selves that they want to be. But if you want to move up in the money brackets and into the industry brackets, A-list brackets, I feel like that's the way people have to move with. You have to adjust. A lot of our Mexican Latinos way that want to keep it gangsta and street way, we don't move up with because we have too much morals to our beliefs. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying when we keep it industry, let's keep it industry. And then in the streets, let's keep it in the streets. And let's separate both of them because we can't do both of them at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, that's true to a certain extent, man. But, you know, I that's true what you say. I think as Latinos, man, our values are just so embedded in us that we don't allow ourselves to become certain things, or we don't allow ourselves to accept certain behavior, certain lifestyle. Like we just, you know, we're so like, you know, the way we grew up, it doesn't let us be certain people or act like certain shit's okay. But you know, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, it's good to see people getting helped. And I just hope I hope we see more of it, you know, like, we don't see, and I'm not trying to make this a racial thing, but we don't see any other, like, let's say we don't see no black rappers pulling up to a Latino spot or a Latino family and giving them a bunch of money.
Hell no.
We, you know, so it's like, it's good to see just anybody doing it, you know?
You know, and and I don't think I'm the only one that does this. You know, it's pretty common for people to do this, but you look at the comments and you look at who has commented or who's dropped anything. I seen Roberto Tapia comment on it was either Tekashi's page or it was El Gordo y la Flaca's page. Mm-hmm. You know, so he's Aleman, you know what I mean? Like, he's putting himself out there where other Mexicans are gonna be like, oh shit, like, let me go help out my people too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and I'm not saying that it, you know, people do the craziest challenges. Let that be a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, go bless somebody. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are like, I wouldn't post it. You know, you're not doing it genuinely if you're videotaping it. But at the same time, it's like Tekashi got so much viralness off of this or clout off of this. It's getting people like Roberto Tapia, Aleman. I even seen Redman comment on it, bro.
Oh, damn.
You know, and these are people that are not supposed to rock with this dude.
Yeah.
You know?
So I think if he continues that route, you know, because we all know Tekashi can also get on some wild shit. But I think if he just continues the route of giving back, helping people, I think eventually people will just get over the fact of what happened, man. And I'm not saying that that's the goal here, but I'm just saying, like, yo, if he can use his money to help people that really need it, man, I'm good with that. And like some people commented on the post that we did, like, I don't care if he's doing this for clout, as long as real people are getting helped along the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if he's doing it for views, but a family that really needed it got help because of that, yo, good for that family, and good for Tekashi. Everybody wins in this case. He gets his views, he gets his viralness, but that family right there gets to better their whole situation, man. So
and it's fucked up though, because the persona and the game that he has played, he's blessed people, but now he has to go back into what else makes him money, and now he's doing shit that's with Lil Durk. He's disrespecting Lil Durk, and for people that for the listeners that know Lil Durk, he's not really a guy that you want to really mess with like that. You know what I mean? He doesn't play those games, and Tekashi is kind of like, what do you call him? He's kind of picking at him.
Yeah.
He's kind of like putting him in a spot, like he's kind of like what they say, like rubbing his nose in front of him or something,
like egging him on, antagonizing him.
Yeah, and the fucked up thing is that he's doing that to a real dude. But another fucked up thing is that those tactics are also what's bringing money to him. You know what I mean? They bring views. He's promoting this new, is it a water line or energy drink or something like that?
Yeah.
And all that accumulates the money that then he's able to give. Then he's able to, you know what I mean? So it's fucked up. 6ix9ine is in a fucked up situation with the way that he moves. Mm-hmm. I don't approve of it way. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna act over here like he's doing everything like in a dope way. Giving money out to Latinos and helping out La Raza in Mexico, that's dope. But then coming over here and doing some crazy shit that people also see, I'm not cool with that. But at the same time, everybody understands who 6ix9ine is, and that's what pays the bills. That's what brings the bags.
But like for just to give people a little background on the whole beef with 6ix9ine, Lil Durk. So Lil Durk made a song with Drake, and on that song he said, "Please don't play that song in the club because we don't fuck with rats." Lil Durk went out of his way to say that about 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
So 6ix9ine, the way he sees it is like, why the fuck are you fucking with me? I've never fucked with you. Like, why are you coming at me? And that's where the whole thing started with 6ix9ine and Lil Durk, because Lil Durk wanted to put something in a song that was catchy, and everyone thought it was funny, and everyone thought it was dope,
and everybody understood who he was talking
and everyone understood who he was talking about. So now 6ix9ine and Lil Durk going back at it, and there, for the people that pay attention and the people that follow, there's a Lil Durk lookalike, and this kid really looks like Lil Durk.
Yeah.
So somehow they set it up in a way, that 6ix9ine and his crew pulled up on this lookalike of 6ix9ine. I mean, this lookalike of Lil Durk, and they put a King Von jacket on him. And for the people that don't know, King Von was murdered, or King Von died in an altercation. I wouldn't say he was murdered. He died in an altercation, because murdered is when someone pulls up on you without you knowing, you don't know nothing. Now, this was a street fight gone bad.
Yeah.
6ix9ine pulled up on this dude, put on that on that fake Lil Durk, put on that King Von jacket, basically insulting the dead, Yeah. And basically the thing that 6ix9ine is saying to everybody is like, yo, King Von is claiming he's a gangster and all his crew. They're claiming Lil Durk's claiming they're gangster and all that, but the dudes that killed is King Von, they still alive. You ain't riding for your man. You talking all this gangster shit on your music, but you guys ain't riding for your man. Of course, we've talked about this before. We don't condone anyone disrespecting the dead. We don't fuck with that. That's fucked up. But King Von and Lil Durk are some of the dudes that made it very popular to talk about the dead.
That's true.
They in Chicago, that's very popular to say you smoking on your enemy. So
you're
it's like
smoking that pack. Like, let's just say your enemy's name is fucking, I don't know, fucking Chain. You know what I mean? I'm smoking on that Chain pack. It's like they made it a thing to be disrespecting the ops that have been killed.
Right. So it's like, is 6ix9ine wrong for what he did? Yeah. But does the Lil Durk and the King Von do the exact same thing? Yes. And probably even worse sometimes. So it's like, this is just negative against negative. And obviously it's going to be fucked up all around. So it's like, obviously, we don't condone none of that shit, but it's like, we just got to call it what it is.
I don't see a good ending coming out of none of this shit, way.
Yeah. But, you know, we got to talk about it, man. We got to let the people know what's going on with all that, man. Wild shit, man.
Yeah, wait, you know, like getting into things with like Tekashi when, you know, doing all his crazy shit. It's all fun and games till you mess with somebody like Lil Durk, way that, you know, he got
Lil Durk guys, you shook, huh?
Bro, I wouldn't fuck with that dude. I wouldn't fuck with that
you
dude.
pussy, huh?
Nah.
You pussy,
I
man.
just know that we
Oh, you stuttering now.
No,
You stuttering now.
I just know that when you fuck with people like that, someone's gonna die, way. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, like, I'd rather not. But if I was in that beef, I'd rather be you than me. You know what I'm saying?
Don't try to gain no points now, player.
I'm out here. Holla at me. Yo, but everybody, thanks for rocking with us, man. You know, we back up in the studio. We back up dropping this podcast. We still out here representing everybody. Make sure you go to that Apple. I don't know if Spotify allows to drop reviews, but make sure anywhere that you can drop reviews or comments, make sure you do that for us. Let us know that Pura Cultura Familia, we are out here still heavy. My bad. You know, the drinks is kicking in. And the merch, you know, check out the website, buy some merch, buy a hat, buy a tee, buy a sweater, all that good stuff, man. Yo, this is your boy Lazy. I appreciate y'all. Yo, and I'm out. Peace.
Yo, shout out to everyone rocking with us, man. You guys already know. Man, we got a lot of love and respect for everyone out there doing their thing, man, rocking with us. Shout out to everyone stepping out of their comfort zone, trying new things, man. You know, just because we out here doing our podcast doesn't mean that we don't pay attention to what other people do. That shit actually motivates us también, man. So keep doing what you guys do. And like we like to say, fuck anxiety, fuck depression. Let's kick this shyness. Let's kick all this bullshit to the side, man, so we can really be who we are destined to be, man. But other than that, man, have a dope-ass week. Let's chase these goals, and we'll catch you guys next week, man. We out.
Peace.